All right, so the next step is we're going to take piece number 3 and the small strap, and we're going to stitch around it. We need 184 centimeters. I just rounded up to 75 inches. You're going to thread up your needle, just like we have been, where there's a needle on both ends, and we're going to begin by putting the right side against the right side, and we're going to start stitching up here. What we're going to do is we're going to end up stitching this to where it forms an edge, just like so. Now for this first section, we're going to start in the hole on the left. We're going to go into this first hole. Again, I'm going to make sure that my threads are even, but for this first stitch and just this first one, we're going to go back and forth a couple of times because we want to keep it, we want to reinforce it. And it's going to go over the top. I'm going to do that a couple of times. And I'm going to do one more. Oops. There we go. So I'll give you guys a look at that. That's what it should look like. But again, just like always, we want to tighten it, pull on both threads to make sure everything's nice and snug. And then you'll have a nice clean stitch. I'll give you guys a look here. So you can see what we're going to do is it's going to stitch down and around. We'll have a larger hole here in the middle. It's going to line up with this larger hole here in the middle. So you'll end up making sure that those line up as you work your way around. All right, I've made it to the last stitching step. So this is the longest piece of thread we've cut yet. It's 280 centimeters, which comes out to 110 point something inches. I cut mine to 115 just to give myself a little bit of extra. What we're going to be doing now is stitching this section here that has the magnets. We're going to be stitching it in here. So it's going to fit in just like this. This is going to come together. These are going to come up the sides. What you'll notice though is we've got this section here that has no stitching. So we're going to begin, we're using that normal stitch, the chain stitch. We're going to start here. Then when we get around to here, there's a larger hole. That's going to meet up. It's a larger hole right here. That's going to meet up with this first hole here. And we'll just work our way all the way around. You can see we've got a large hole here. That's going to match up on the center section here. And you can see there's one hole that's slightly larger. And we're going to work our way all the way around, and then we will be done stitching. So again, go ahead and grab your 2 needles, get each one threaded up on either end of your thread, and we'll get started. So something I wanted to mention is a couple of times I've told you guys I went ahead and cut my thread a little bit longer. You can see here, this is the spool of thread that they give you, and there is definitely enough thread on here that you can cut your thread just a little bit longer if you're nervous that you might run out. Now, so far I have found their measurements to be perfect. However, I was just a little bit nervous if I didn't pull it tight enough, was there going to be enough thread at the end to tie everything off. And so far, just adding a couple of extra inches, everything's been perfect. And like I said, lots of extra thread on the spool that they provide. got my double needle threaded up. I'm going to start in here on this very first hole. I'm going to go in, and just like we've been doing, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep the same amount of thread on both sides. We're just going to do that same stitch that we've been doing. Okay. So now on that one that was inside, you can see I went over one hole. And we're going to give it a good tug. Now, while holding the thread down, I'm going to go in. And like I've mentioned before, I really find that holding that thread back out of the way makes it easier to go into that hole when there's already a thread in there. Okay, give both threads a tug. And we're just going to keep working our way all the way around till we get to that larger hole. That's when we're going to add on that second inner piece. Made it around to where the large hole is. Now remember, they did give us those binder clips, so we could use the binder clips to hold it in place. What I think I'm going to do though is just go ahead and line it up with this first one. That way I can move this around a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and start stitching there. So again, you're lining up this first outer hole with the large hole here on the side. And we're just going to pull it through. And then we'll take the other needle and it will go through here also. And you'll just do that same stitch that we've been doing all the way around. All right, so I did change my mind. It's just getting a little hard to hold everything in place. There's the large hole. There's the large hole down there. I'm going to go ahead and use these binder clips. Now remember, make sure you're using the binder clips they gave you, or if you don't have anything like this, put something over the binder clips to protect your leather. You don't want to mess up your leather. Okay, I'm going to put one on this other side because you can see I've got probably 6 stitches there. That one's holding in place really well. Go ahead, I can see the large hole lined up. There we go. So that's going to hold everything in place as I stitch around. That's it, as you can see. So here's my threads where we're at. I just have a few more stitches to do, and that's going to bring these 2 pieces together. And then of course I still have to go up over and just do the edge stitching. It's more decorative than anything, and the purse will be done. All right, so I've made it all the way around, joining the purse. All the pieces are together. Now I'm going to go ahead and keep doing that same stitch all the way around this last little bit, and that is mostly decorative. So I'll get that finished up and then the bag will be done. All of the stitching is done. You can see it's got the magnetic closure, and it is a smaller purse, but it's perfect. I only carry a wallet normally if I carry a purse, so this is the perfect size for me. Overall, it was a fairly easy project to do. I would definitely say it's beginner friendly, especially with all the tools that they give you. So the last thing to do is to put on the strap. So I usually, if I carry a purse, I use it as a crossbody. So I've gone ahead and measured it. There's these little hooks here that clasp on here on the sides, and we'll go ahead and get the other one on, and the bag is ready to use. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and visit me over at letslearntosew.com.